Hello on a Friday afternoon. I'm a bit late. To be honest, I wasn't actually sure that I would even be able to do a live today. So it's quite a miracle I'm sitting here. So I'm just doing a very brief one today, unfortunately, because the joys of parenting. There's not been much time for me to actually have any time to myself this week. And I've not really had any time to plan anything. So unfortunately, doing a demo is just off the cards this week, unfortunately. Mainly because if I do a demo, I want to do it properly. I'm a total perfectionist and I know what I want to do, and I've just not had a minute of time to do it. And I'm going to fully blame the whirlwind that is my littlest son, Isaac, who turned 1 a month ago. And he is, how can I describe him? Very busy, very clingy, and it's just breaking me in body and mind. It's lucky he's cute, because he definitely is very cute. But it means that this week, the evenings have just been impossible to do anything because he just screams the place down. And also I have one of those children who, when he screams and he's really that upset that his daddy has him, anytime from 6 o'clock, he stops breathing. So yes, I don't know if anybody else has a little one like that or experience of that, but let me know your thoughts, because it is a challenge at the moment. So I've only just literally sat down. I have a coffee though, so I thought, and my other half only just got home about 10 minutes ago, enough time to make me a coffee. So I thought I'll jump on, say hello and see how far we get. So if you have tuned in, let me know you're there. I'm going to just have to log in on the laptop because I haven't even had time to do anything. So excuse me when I sip a cuppa, but let me know where you are, if you're watching, and I'm just going to fill you in verbally on what's been happening the last couple of weeks since I last chatted, and what is coming up, because things are starting to ramp back up, which is exciting, but equally, yeah, slightly terrifying when I say I just feel like I have no time to do anything. So let's log you all in. So say where you are, who you are, and where you see. This is how my brain works at the moment. And I'm just going to log everything on here so that hopefully I can see where you are. Although it's just one of those days. Although it is Friday 13th, isn't it? So that's probably why nothing is working. Oh my gosh, it's just turned all this off. Yeah, it's just gonna be one of those days, I think, isn't it? Everything's just crashed. Is it? No. There we go. Let's try again. I can't see the comments until I get onto the laptop. So this should hopefully be going live in the Facebook group, and it should be going live in onto YouTube, so that you're able to watch back. Not that so there's going to be a huge amount. It's just going to be a nice little chat today, really. Where are we? Let's find good old Facebook and good old YouTube as well. Let's see if that is going live in there without playing myself. Let's see. Oh yeah, it is there. Excellent. So if you watch on YouTube, hello. If you're watching on Facebook, hello. I say YouTube, it's hard to see the comments on both, so I try and stick to Facebook at the moment, and I will look back on comments. Oh gosh, so let me just bring this up. Oh gosh, how unprepared am I feeling today? And those of you know this isn't usually, those who know me well know that this is not my style. I don't do rushed and and all over the place. Hello, lovely Jennifer. So that's what I was going to talk about my my heart event. I had a lovely heart event last week on the Saturday, and it was to raise funds for Heart Week and raise awareness of congenital heart disease, because my eldest son Morgan, who's 6, had life-saving open heart surgery at 10 days old 6 years ago. So with the energy I had this year, which was not a huge amount, but I did do a charity event, and I have 3 kits left, I think. So if you did want to get a kit to support Heart Week, which runs from the 7th to the 14th, although congenital heart disease is obviously all the time, but they do a lovely week where it just focuses on lots of heart heroes all around the country, all sharing their stories and showing how incredible heart heroes are, children of all ages who've gone through numerous surgeries, and yeah, their stories are fantastic. So it is a celebration of a week. It's also a sad one because when you become part of the heart family, which is as soon as you have a child, or just anyone within the heart family, you do become part of this heart family itself, a network of families who understand what you're going through. And obviously you get with the good stories, you get a lot of really sad ones as well. So it's a really important week to share the symptoms of congenital heart disease, especially on babies. So I just thought, while I've got this moment as well, it's really important just to, if anyone is watching this back, because I didn't know I was going to be a heart mum. And had I not found out at the 20-week scan that Morgan had a problem with his heart, I would have delivered him normally. And he looked perfectly fine. He was absolutely fine. And for 9 days, the operation was planned on day 10. And for the 8 days, he was absolutely fine. As a first-time mum, I wouldn't have known. And I wouldn't have known any different. He used to get very tired drinking milk and feeding. And we did a bit of both, of breastfeeding and bottle feeding and expressing. And he would just get very, very fatigued. But apart from that, I wouldn't have known any different. And unfortunately, it was on day 9, the day before his operation, which was a Sunday, he deteriorated massively. And had we not been prepared for the fact the operation was planned, the surgeons, the anaesthetists, the whole team were ready in Bristol Children's Hospital, had they not been ready to do that operation on the Monday, then it would have been real emergency. So this is why I feel really strongly about it, that if you ever, if you meet somebody who has had a new diagnosis with a child, I'm always happy to talk and share my story, share the contacts and the amazing charities that I work with, that I have worked with, and that not just working with, just as a family that I support. I'm always happy to put people in touch. And yeah, so don't ever be afraid. If you know anybody with a new diagnosis, please get in touch. But tiny tickers, train at the sonographers to pick up the heart defects whilst you are pregnant and the child's still in the womb. Heart heroes are amazing. They support the children, when they're born and all ages up, to adulthood and beyond. And so you actually get to meet other heart families and have that support. And then the Grand Appeal work very closely with Bristol Children's Hospital, and they not only help you with, we had help with accommodation being there as kind of part of that charity. They help train and do lots of research within the hospital as well, and so they're so involved and they're all fabulous. So I just felt that even though today's been, that's not at all dressmaking, but it's massively important because someone watching might suddenly become part of the heart family very soon, and it's okay. There's a very supportive network out there, and Morgan is doing amazing. And so this is why we are Heart Week now, so I have to talk about it. So thank you those of you that have bought a kit. I've got 3 left. They're just a little hoop art, so they're really simple. It's something you can do by hand. Everything's in the kit that you need, and you just draw using the template, and then you stitch over it, and then you actually got some fabric and ribbon, and you just hoop it up, and it's lovely. Because I'm totally unprepared, I have nothing of that to hand, but I can tell you about it. So it's all on the Facebook page on All Sewn Up Wales if you want to get the last 3. So we're gonna have a quick little look and just see the comments. So we've got lovely Ruth. Oh, Ruth is on the course this weekend. Looking forward to meeting Ruth. So that's the other thing I know I am going to talk about. So yeah, looking forward to seeing you, Ruth, in, what day are we? Friday in the morning. Oh my gosh. I do know what I'm doing, I promise. Fiona, hello. We've got lovely Janice. Oh, Janice all the way up in Scotland. How are you, Janice? Lovely to see you. Yeah, the kids are hard work. Yes, they are hard work. They are worth it. And he is absolutely worth it. I love Isaac to bits, but he is just a force to be reckoned with. Jennifer let me know I'm live, which is good. So yeah, so I'll try and keep an eye on comments. So as Ruth has reminded me, so tomorrow is day 1 of my first intensive weekend that I'm starting back since being on maternity leave. So this afternoon is just involving me getting everything ready, prepping the hall this evening, and catering is all sorted. So we've got a lovely local company called Dilly's who are doing the catering, and my only fear is that it's going to be too much good food, which I'll probably end up bringing home and eating. But it's all set, so I'm really looking forward to getting back into it and really throwing myself back into work. And in all honesty, I think I'm most excited about the fact that I'll be able to go make a cup of tea by myself, have adult conversation, and yeah, just go to the loo by myself. So so I'm just hoping my brain works and I get back to everything. So I'm hopefully I'll try and do some take photos and some videos, and as long as everybody's okay with that, and just document the first weekend back, and just what the course is all about, because obviously it's all about this, as the whole video is all about. So everybody is bringing their copy of Dressmaking the Easy Guide, unless obviously I have some here as well, and they will be working through the book with me, and in the back they will be getting their patterns out of the back. What we will start doing on the course is we will start by taking measurements, and we'll start by going through the sizing sheet, which is available in the PDF starter pack, by the way. So it's the same sheet that I work with. We'll be taking everybody's measurements. Everyone will measure each other, and then I'll go around and check the key ones, being the bust, waist, hips, and the shoulder to the bust point. So I'll be doing those. And then we will be working out the nearest size or sizes to work with on the blocks. So the blocks are the patterns in the back of the book. We'll then be working out which ones we need to work with, because most of the time there's probably 1%, if that, who are one size in the block. So we usually have, as all women, larger on the bottom, smaller on top, etc., and all the way around. So we're all different shapes, and that's totally fine, and that is what the book is all about. It doesn't matter what size or shape you are, the block will be adapted to fit that person's unique body. So it means that no one has to worry about what size they are. It just means you'll have a block that fits you at the end of Sunday. So once we've worked out which blocks to use, we'll then be blending between side seams. There are some free videos on YouTube on this. I'll also then be looking at the bust point. So we're checking from the shoulder to the bust, and we'll be making sure that that bust point is in the right position for each person. What do I then do with that? I think those are the first two I generally stick to, and then I tend to get everyone to actually cut those blocks out. We have to trace them off, add seam allowance, and then actually cut those out, sew them up in calico, so you've got your toile, which is what's on the book, as you'll see, the front of the book. So that's the calico toile. And then that will be the end of Saturday. So that's the aim of Saturday. On Sunday is when everybody has a bespoke fitting from myself. And I think that is the main thing that separates the book and the online course from the physical courses with me. It's just that bespoke fitting where they stand there and I do all the tweaks that are exactly in the book and exactly the same as the online course. So you can see all of that come alive. But obviously me doing it is kind of what sells the courses and why they're sold out, and it's why they fly out, because it just takes that hassle out of it. So if you would like to have that bespoke fitting, then obviously I'm really limited with courses, and I'm full up until September, and I'm going to see how I manage with one a month, and then it's whether I can add in a few extra to accommodate those who really want to do it. The problem is, at the moment, I'm absolutely shattered, is the truth of it, is having a 6-year-old in school, having a 1-year-old who is a whirlwind, is absolutely exhausting. So I'm going to see how they go, and then in a couple of months' time, we'll see whether I keep with the 1 a month or whether I up it to 2. We'll see. So yeah, I'm really looking forward to meeting everyone. I think we have majority are coming from away from England, I think, and that's the lovely thing with the courses, is it attracts so many women from just all over the country, and there's a lovely lady coming from California, actually, which is nice in the upcoming months. But yeah, from all over. So I'm very much looking forward to that. So, we got Wendy from sunny but very windy Spain. Hello, Mags from Harrogate. Lovely. Again, it never shows me all the comments until afterwards, which is a little bit frustrating, but I will see if it will show me a few more. I just, oh gosh, I'll mute myself. Let me just see. Yeah, I think that's it for now. What else was I going to talk about? The other big thing that I would like to discuss is I'm going to be at the NEC in a month's time. So I'm going to swig my coffee in the meantime. So I'm just looking into the accommodation and coming up, and the courses, or like the workshops that I'll be running, one on the Saturday and one on the Sunday, they're sold out, which is always lovely. So there's, I think, 12 in one and 16 in another. So they, again, will be where I'm going to help with the sizing and make sure that each person's got the correct, those key ones, the bust, waist, hips and shoulder to bust point. When those are right, it does help. So I teach everyone about sizing, show you how to, I kind of do a bit of a whirlwind of pattern cutting. So those who attend can just get to get an idea of actually what the book and the online course is all about. So that will be the Saturday and the Sunday. And excitingly, it is all official now, I am doing a fashion show for the 3rd year running at the Creative Craft Show in the NEC. And they've already been lovely volunteers who I need to chase up everyone. But like I said, I'm so behind. Also, if you have ever emailed me and I haven't emailed you back, please nudge me, because I'm just incredibly behind with admin, because I just don't physically have the physical time to sit down and do it with Isaac. And by the evenings, he doesn't go to bed. Well, he does, but he wakes up, and then I don't even have the evenings. And then by that point, I'm absolutely shattered. So even if I did try and email you back, it would probably be gobbledygook. So if I haven't emailed anybody for some reason, please nudge me. It's fine. But those of you who have emailed and shown an interest in the fashion show, thank you very much. And I'm very, very much looking forward to arranging this next one now, because this, as I said, will be the 3rd year. I don't know how I did it last year, because Isaac was, 2.5 months old. And I didn't teach on that one, and we just did the fashion show. So we just drove up to Birmingham, did the fashion show, drove home. This year, we're still all coming up, but I'm doing a workshop each day, and so the fashion show at 3:30 on the Saturday. So if you are thinking, oh, that sounds fun to be a model, and you've worked through the book or the online course, and you've created a piece of clothing, whether it is a skirt, a top, a dress, anything, using the book, then you are welcome to join us on the catwalk to inspire other people in the audience and to show them that you can make clothes that fit you and your unique body, whatever shape and size you are. So there is no restrictions on age, absolutely no restrictions on size. So you could be, well, obviously, and age, you could be any size, any age, any style that you want, but just to inspire others and to show them you've been able to make things that fit you. So if you are interested, you can either comment, if it's easier, you can comment on this video or YouTube and I'll get back to you. But you can also email me, helen@allsewnupwales.co.uk. You can contact me, whichever way is easier. And as I said, just keep nudging if I haven't replied. The catwalk itself is only, I think it's 15 minutes at the most. Depends how many volunteers there are, depends how many outfits each person has, but it's very informal. It's very, very relaxed. And those of you that model will just come out, a little bit of background music. I will talk and just talk through your outfit and maybe the key features on the outfit. If I know any of you personally, it's always nice because I can add a little bit more in there, but we tend to get to know each other over the next few weeks, going up to the show anyway. And I'll just explain how the book works to people. So all you have to do, you don't have to worry about particularly, doing hair or makeup or anything. It's purely to inspire those in the audience. You can come, be you, strut, walk, skip, run, whatever you fancy doing, and just walk down, back up, and genuinely just be fabulous, inspire everyone else. So if you're unsure, you can get in touch, but there are videos on YouTube. There's a fast one that you'll see is like everyone's sped up, and it'll give you an idea of who's done it before, the style of it really. And then there's the slower one where it's me talking, so you can really get to grips with the fact that it's not big, it's not scary. It is scary if you've not done it before, but it's a very friendly environment. And all the ladies who've done it before, they've got a friendship within the group as well, which is lovely. You get free access to the creative craft show as well. So on the Saturday, you get to come up and you get to come in and do what you want, do the catwalk, and you know, you're free either side of that. So it's just about, I think, half an hour before the show. So from 3 o'clock until about just after 4 is when you're needed. So if you feel brave, message me, put your name forward, and I can speak to you then. So, oh gosh, have we got Helen Temple? Hello from glorious Florida. Oh, nice. Oh, we've got lovely Leslie. We're on our way to Wales, ready for tomorrow. Yay, looking forward to seeing you, Leslie. There's 2 of them come in. My brain doesn't work, and I haven't, I can't remember the other lady's name, because I say literally my brain is not working today. It will tomorrow, Leslie, I promise. We've got lovely Sue. The fashion show is great fun. Be brave and give it a go. Now, Sue is doing it again for the 3rd year running, and you may know Sue from within the group. So Sue Jarvis, if you're new to the group, have a look at Sue. Just put Sue Jarvis into the search bar, and Sue is the most fantastic example of what you can do with the book. And I will be doing a reel eventually of just showing all the different things that everyone's done, just when I get a chance to. But if you just look at Sue's photos, you'll be inspired by what she's achieved over the last couple of years. And who else have we got? Let's see. And then we have, oh, I think that's it. I think it's updated that. Oh, hello, Catherine, as well from Carfin. Obviously, I say hello to Mag. So, yeah, so that's lovely. I'm looking forward to tomorrow. I don't know if I have much else to say today because, as I said, for those of you who missed the start, I'm totally unprepared today. I had hoped to do a demo, but the world didn't line up for me to do that today at all, unfortunately. But when I came in now, the machine was still here from last week, because the good news is I finished my pinafore dress. Woohoo! And I have actually worn it a couple of times, but I haven't worn it in here yet to take a photograph, but I will. But typically it's too big. Not on the top. The top is all good. The top fits beautifully. Where it's slightly too big is I think the waist and the hips. So I think because Isaac is making me run around after him on a daily basis, I think I've potentially lost a little bit of baby weight, and therefore I need to take it in now. But it still looks lovely, so I will put it on and I will take photos and I'll show you the dress. And it's lovely. It is cool. I'd also like to make it in a plain denim and all different fabrics, which will be done in about 3 years' time at this rate. What else was I going to say? I did, after the last chat as well, 2 weeks ago, did get talking to Search Press, and we are planning what is coming next. Now, obviously, the trouser book is something I'd really, I'd love it to be out tomorrow. But it takes time. All of that kind of thing takes time. And again, it needs to be right. It needs to be a book that everyone can understand and make trousers that fit. So I will be documenting the process in the group, but the book is not at all anywhere near being ready. But we are looking at doing some add-ons, hopefully, for the online course. So one of the biggest requests I get, or the more often than anything else, is the request to learn how to adapt your patterns, how to adapt your commercial patterns using your block. So I've got a couple of ideas, and this might be something that we can film professionally so that it's really comprehensive and it's got everything you possibly need in there. So I've got a few ideas to think about. But until then, I will do a demo at the next one, because I would have got all the big things out of the way. Mainly because For me, Christmas is manic, and then I start the new year with Isaac's birthday on the 14th, Morgan's birthday on the 1st, Heart Week, where I always do an event. I always do fundraising, apart from last year because I was exhausted with a newborn. But I do try and do fundraising every year during Heart Week, and then obviously I'm starting back with a course tomorrow. So it's been pretty full on, but hopefully once I've kind of got myself back up and running, I will get ready to do that the demo. So watch this space, and I will post beforehand because you might have noticed I haven't posted anything this week, I don't think. So as soon as I'm ready with a demo, I will usually try and post and just remind you of the live and remind you of what I'm doing, and you can all hopefully get involved with the next one because there's a few nice little techniques within the demo I want to do that will inspire you to do that maybe and have a go. So rather than ramble on, unless anyone has got any questions and you want to fire them over now, I will have a quick look at YouTube just in case there's any comments on there. But if you've got a question, fire it over this moment now. And otherwise, I will probably, let me just mute this as well. No comments on that, which is fine. There's a handful of you watching on there. So fire comments over if you have a question. If any of you are thinking about doing the fashion show and you aren't sure, then feel free to just, you know, put the feelers out there, put your name out there, and then even if I just, you know, get you all in a WhatsApp group so that everyone can get the vibe of it, then if you desperately don't want to do it, it's not a problem. But at least you know, you hopefully be encouraged by everybody else. So we have, top of my head, we've got Sue doing it again. Is two lovely ladies from the Somerset group. Again, that always makes me think I really need to go through the groups and just check which groups are still running. And there's plenty I need to list. Oh, just so much I need to do. The lovely Leslie again. So Leslie Taylor, who has created some beautiful dresses, and she is the queen of the catwalk. She is just fabulous. So she's such a glamorous lady. She's so lovely with it as well. And she is, I can't remember how tall Leslie is, but I know she's always struggled because she's shorter. So totally opposite end of the scale to me. And she has managed to create the most stunning dresses. And I think the beautiful part about it is when you look at every person on the catwalk, you don't look, say, you know, Leslie and look at her height. You look at how beautiful the dress is. And this is what it's all about. It's not picking out, well, that person's tall, that person's short, that person's got larger like boobs, that person's got big hips or a big bum. It's not about that. And it's about looking at well-fitted clothes on women and just seeing how fabulous they feel, how, you know, they just feel themselves. And you definitely have a brighter step when you have clothes that fit you really well. So watch the video if you want, be inspired by it, jump on board, come and have a little go, and I'll, you know, get to see you at the fashion show as well. So there aren't any questions through, but I'm also mindful that I didn't even say that I was doing the live today to remind you. So if anybody has any questions, pop them in. I will try and look back and answer them. But as I say, tomorrow and Sunday, it is full dressmaking, which I'm very excited about. And not just dressmaking, good food, good company, and yeah, just talking about all things clothing, dressmaking, everything. The conversation is always fabulous. And Nikki Smith, yeah, Nikki's gonna be doing the fashion show. Yay, very excited. And Sharon, lovely Sharon's doing it as well. And oh gosh, I can't remember who else said they were doing it. There's a few. But anyway, join in, come and have fun with us. I'm going to leave it there unless I see anything quick. But thank you for watching my ramble this week. I will be planned for the demo next time. But it's also quite nice to talk about Heart Week. I think it's always really important that when you have any kind of platform that you can actually share your experiences and hopefully help other people in some way. So like I said, I'm just going to end it with the same thing, that if anybody going forward, you may not be in that position now, you may not know anybody in your family's in that position now, but if in a couple of weeks, couple of months, couple of years, somebody in your family is touched by congenital heart disease, and especially children, message me. and I will happily listen. I'll happily put you in touch with the amazing support network that I've had over the years. And yeah, that's all I want to say. And yay to all the heart warriors out there. So that's it. Have a lovely weekend, everybody. Keep an eye out on the Facebook page because I will share photos, hopefully, and I'll share a little catch up. And I'll definitely share an end photo of everybody as well. So make sure you have a little look, be inspired. And I look forward to chatting to you in 2 weeks' time. So enjoy your coffees. Happy Friday. I'm going to quickly pack everything ready for tomorrow. Thanks for watching. Bye for another week. Oh, I can't remember where to end it. Oh, it always happens. Hidden in the corner. Right, take care.